What's good, cyberspace? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right time. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell that nigga pipe down.
So guys, I want to get straight into this video. We are going to start breaking down the psyche of white women. Yes, that is right. We have to break it down because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the things that I've been seeing online are getting pretty outlandish coming from this demographic. So let's break it down. All right, so that sound is pretty much copyright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read the caption. It says, "Can we do a study how men will have the baddest female and still think the grass is greener on the other side? You're literally balding. You're lucky you got her." It sounds like a hit dog is hollering. It sounds like that she actually got cheated on. Now, she might have been dealing with an older man, talking about he's literally balding. And this was a transactional relationship, but she's trying to depict it as if it wasn't a sugar daddy situationship, okay? That's what it really sounds like to me. All right, and a lot of the quote unquote hot blondes are getting into these transactional relationships because, let's keep it a buck, the hot blonde trope is still probably one of the most desirable when it comes to dating, and that's just the reality. Okay, now I know it's gonna be a lot of guys in the comments say, "Oh, I don't like blondes, I don't like white girls." Okay, cool, that's fine. Well, we're talking about the data, the reality of the situation, okay? And you know, the hot blonde is probably, I say, like top 3 most desirable demographic of women. So a lot of these women go to the top 10-15% of guys, and these are guys who have a lot of wealth, and they are absolutely turning into sugar babies. All right, so that's what it pretty much sounds like to me. And I don't really know any guys her age who are really balding, so I'm pretty sure she's talking about an older guy. And if she's not talking about herself, she's probably talking about one of her friends who are in the same age range.
I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it, cause I'm a gremlin! Roar! I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it, cause I'm a gremlin! Roar!
All right, so this sound is actually from Gideon, so shout out to Gideon. He basically, I don't know, I guess he was getting arrested and they were doing some prank video. Gideon, I think he's pretty funny. I watch his YouTube pranks all the time, especially the one where he was pretending to be a scout. That joint was so hilarious. He's real funny to me. But anyways, you have this, again, blonde white girl. It looks like she was probably naturally brunette if you look at her eyebrows, and she dyed her hair to blonde, okay? And you have a lot of chicks dyeing their hair blonde. I don't advise women to dye their hair because it does damage your roots. Now, let's get into the caption. "When I knew he didn't want a relationship, but I still continued to show up to his house wearing a matching set and vanilla perfume," okay? So, as you can see, a lot of these women are in situationships. They're in FWB situations, and a lot of times they're claiming these guys, okay? At least if somebody asks them, "Hey, are you single? Do you have a boyfriend?" They're saying, "Oh, I got a boyfriend." Even though it's not really that they have a boyfriend. They're literally just getting smashed by this certain individual that they're dealing with, and he has not committed to her, even though she wants him to. And that is the situation that this girl finds herself in. Even if you read the other caption that she put in on TikTok, it says, "I be hurting my own feelings at this point," because she knows that she has no business with these guys who, you know, quite frankly, are not really attracted to her, or they are attracted to her rather, but they're not really relational. They're not really trying to get in a relationship with her, is what I meant to say. So she is in this situation where she's hooking up with a guy. He's not really giving her commitment, and she doesn't want to move on because, you know, she likes the guy that much. And this is the type of relationship you guys really need to strive for. The woman has to like you more than you like her. And this is a perfect example of the woman liking him more than he actually likes her, okay? I'm back in this thing, back up, popping this thing. All right, so that sound is obviously copywritten Beyonce, but another blonde white girl says, what you doing if he's a dark skin, plays football, tatted, dreadhead, and loyal? Okay, so the funny thing about this video is that a lot of white girls are starting to use this type of caption now, saying, oh, I want a dark skin that plays football, that's tatted, you know, dreadhead, whatever. And this is what I'll tell you. If he's actively playing football and he's like lit, then he's probably not going to be loyal. He's probably not even going to commit to you during that time. So a lot of these women keep thinking that they're going to get athletes and they're going to make them settle down and whatnot. Athletes don't pick women who are like all on social media doing the most and saying, oh, I want this type of guy. Like, they're not cuffing those types. Okay, you're getting smashed, but you're not getting cuffed. And a lot of these white girls really don't understand that, and they are the types who will, you know, put a false great claim on your behind. So you really need to be careful dealing with these Beckys. All right, even though I do endorse IR dating, but at the same time, you want to make sure that everything in your interaction can be verified. Okay, you want to have documentation. All right, you want to do things the right way. Otherwise, they're going to catch you slipping, and it's not going to look good. I mean, look at the brothers at Ohio State. They just got their name cleared, but they had to go through all this stuff because they were tossing around some white chick. And these white chicks go into the situation thinking that, oh, the dreadhead, dark-skinned, tall football player is finna be loyal to me. Like, they really go into it dumb as hell, honestly, because this guy is, you know, top of the top, you know, big dog on campus, and you think that he's just gonna, you know, commit to you just because you a little blonde white girl. Like, no. Okay, so I'm just trying to warn her. Obviously, she's not gonna learn her lesson at all. She's not gonna learn her lesson, okay? Because the reality is, if you are trying to deal with one of these dudes who are, and it's not even about being black, it's just if he's a big football star, he's not going to be monogamous. I mean, the testosterone, it doesn't match up at all, okay? His sex drive is going to be way higher, testosterone levels through the roof. I mean, you know, his stamina, I mean, he's going to want, I keep telling you, he's going to want sexual access and sexual variety. I keep telling you, sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. And that is what athletes want, especially when you are putting in a lot of work to keep your body chiseled. You want a lot of fit girls, okay? A lot. So a lot of these women are going to have to realize that, you know, unless they're going to settle on some of these requirements, maybe he doesn't play football, maybe he's dark-skinned, dread-headed, but he ain't got no tats, whatever. It looks like I'm checking off all the boxes, honestly. But you know, it's just it's funny to see them like really think that they're finna, like they're special, like they're finna get this guy to commit to them. I just don't see it happening.
I'm the one they call the bully.
All right, guys. So this clip right here is, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like she's post-wall, and she's claiming to be an alpha female. She says, even as an alpha female, I will fold like a lawn chair in the presence of a truly masculine man. So conditional femininity, as you guys can see. Honestly, it's like, bro, you're not really that bad. I really don't see any outstanding features on her. she just kind of looks like a tube of toothpaste. So I'm trying to figure out where she's getting all this bravado from. Yeah, she might be successful in her career and whatnot, or doing OF or whatever, but that doesn't make you an alpha, okay? A woman can't be an alpha because she's not a leader of men. And the only time you can be an alpha is if you're a leader of men, all right? So if we go back to the football scenario, women want football players because they know that they're leaders of men. They want the captain of the football team. Why? Because he leads men into battle. All right, you can't be an alpha female. I don't care how much money you making. At the end of the day, you're not going to be a leader of men. All right, especially these women who are going into intercourse work. It just doesn't add up. All right, guys, so we have even more white girls out of pocket. All right, they are being disrespectful to a Hispanic brother who is serving hot dogs as a street vendor. He's just trying to do his job, and these entitled white women are being disrespectful to this man. You know, a lot of these women, especially a lot of white women, will be like, oh, well, I want a guy who treats the waiter good. Oh, I want a guy who treats, you know, the people that he encounters, the guy who treats the janitor like the CEO. And then look at how they're behaving when they come across a guy who runs a food truck, or they come across a Malcolm, okay, a medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, or they come across a Malcolm, a mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, or even if they come across a Malcolm, a massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. When they come across these men, all they have is disrespect, man. So a lot of these women talk about, oh, I want a guy that's going to treat the waitress just like he's going to treat the CEO or the restaurant owner. And then look at how they're treating the commoners, if you will. Okay, they believe that they are above these men. It's absolutely disgusting, absolutely disrespectful, and it has to stop. Let's get into it.
Don't say nothing, please. Can you move it? Please.
Wow.
We're not doing anything. We're not even in there. Can you move, please? Can you move?
Watch him.
Hot dog. Should we move? No, sir. No, we should not. We want another hot dog. Oh my God. What are you doing?
She literally grabbed the burger straight off of the skillet. What type of disrespect? I mean, I would have smacked them with the spatula right across her hand when she reached for that burger.
These are,
and they think that's cute. They think that's cute. And they were cursing at this man and he did nothing to them. Now it's time to expose them. So this brother right here is actually exposing them so that they can be held accountable.
their social media handles. They go to San Diego State University, and they are part of the San Diego Gamma Delta sorority. Let's find them and hold them accountable.
San Diego Gamma Delta sorority. So a lot of these sororities, I just did the video on Star Watts where the black woman, got kicked out of the University of Kentucky sorority house during Black History Month. Hey man, these white girls are out of pocket, and it shows. Let's run it back one more time. Where are their manners?
Don't say nothing, please. Can you move it? Please. She's not doing anything. We're not doing anything. We're not even in there. Can you move, please? Can you move? What do you mean? Another hot dog. Should we move? No, sir. No, we should not. We want another hot dog. Oh my God. What are you doing? Hey. Stop.
These are their social media handles. They go to San Diego State University, and they are part of the San Diego Gamma Delta sorority. Let's find them and hold them accountable.
All right, guys. So the next video and final video that I have is of, again, 3 white women who are pretty much divulging a lot of information about female nature that we were not privy to before the internet. And now they're telling us pretty much everything that they've been through. And honestly, they're divulging a very small portion of their body count, but it kind of gives you an idea of what they're attracted to and the fact that they have been sleeping around, even pretty average Beckys. I mean, all of these are very average girls. I would say the one on the right is 4 or 5. The one in the middle, 4 or 5. The one on the left, she is a 6, okay? So let's get into it.
Okay, this is reading things that we thought were normal that should have been red flags in voice. Number 1, I found gay porn on his phone.
Wow, so she found gay adult films on one of her boyfriend's phones, which I guess you can accidentally click on it. If it's multiple sites, then that's definitely a red flag, but everybody makes mistakes now and then, right? But I don't know. It is kind of sketch, but you would need more proof.
When he stuck a toothbrush up his ass to see how it felt.
Okay, and that's pretty much all the proof that you need that your boyfriend is LGBT. But at the same time, you could say that this is just white boy fun. A lot of white boys are willing to do pretty suspect things in the name of fun. That's definitely something that is common, especially if you've been in the locker room or played football or anything like that. Those are the guys who are probably gonna be, you know, doing a lot of sus things in jest and just, you know, having fun with. I'm not gonna say that they're going all the way LGBT or coming out the closet, but having fun with just like being a guy and busting each other's balls, no pun intended.
He wrote us love. My neck. Asked me to be his girlfriend and broke up with me on Christmas Eve. Told me that he didn't cheat on me, it was his alter ego.
That's pretty good.
When he raped me like 5 times.
Okay, wow. So she's saying that she was great 5 times. I call cap. Or you wouldn't be laughing about that so heavily. Look how hard they laugh about this. That wasn't, bruh, come on. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, one of my friends was raped. Bruh, she lied to you.
His ex used to call him when I was with him, and he said that she was just a friend. Fancied his sister.
She's saying that one of her exes fancied his sister. I mean, a lot of it sounds like cap, but it could be true. I don't know. Sometimes they just be making it up. But what does that say about you? You picking dudes who like their sisters, man. A lot of inbreeding going on here.
When my ex kissed his mum on the lips every night, he was 18.
What?
And one of my exes had an intimate relationship with his sister.
I mean, that's a W right there. Smashing your stepsister, I mean, it sounds wild, but that is a W. We'll take those.
He cheated on me with a 15-year-old when he was 18.
Now, I don't really want to dig too deeply into it. She said that he cheated on her with a 15-year-old when he was 18. I don't know if they're in the UK or if they're in the States. I don't know the laws on that. But, I mean, if they were both in high school, then it kind of makes sense. Honestly, I knew a guy who was a senior in high school. He was 18 and he was literally dating like a freshman, like a 14-year-old. And, I mean, people kind of made jokes here and there, but there were no legal issues. And we had plenty of resource officers and police officers in our school, okay?
I stayed with him.
And she stayed with him. He was probably a Chad.
Oh, when he looked at his sister in her underwear and said he didn't like how big her ass was getting.
Right? So, I mean, she's dealing with a lot of incestual situations.
I'm moist. A guy was seeing necked off with his ex in front of me in the club. Standard. He cried while using his dirty clothes as a pillow. On the floor. When he slapped his penis across my face as my punishment every time I did something he didn't like.
That's a W. We'll take those. He slapped his willy across her face when she did something that he didn't like. That's a W, and you know she liked it. Okay? Straight up. That's why she's laughing about it. I guarantee she didn't get raped. I guarantee, you know, all this. Oh, he slapped his willy. Da, 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 da. Bruh, she was loving every moment of it.
You're cap.
She's the biggest capper. She's the one in the middle. She's the one to get you caught up on a charge. Especially like it always be like the chicks who really ain't looking that good. She the one to get you caught up on a charge. Cause she's very basic and she definitely seems like an attention seeker because she had like the most outlandish stories.
I'm so minor compared to that. Jesus Christ.
So anyways, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking meeting with BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.